Hello everyone, welcome you all to Future Education Limited. First of all, I will introduce myself. My name is Anjana Cheda. I am associated with Future Education and also a Jaro Education from past 4.5 years. And today over here, I will be taking your sales training session, into which I will be giving you a brief introduction on what all future education is all about, how it was established, what is the main purpose of future education, what all other products we will be offering in the market through future education, as well as the incentive structure, how it will be motivating you to earn as an additional income apart from your salary. Now let's talk about a brief history on Future Education Limited. When I talk about a Future Education Limited, I remember it was formed on the basis of 50-50% partnership of Future Group and NetHR. Now I'll tell you a small story on the same. There was you might be aware, like 2008 was a recession period. During that period, even telecom industry, IT industry, pharma industry, FMCG industry had a tremendous loss, due to which there was a heavy unemployment in the market and losses which was being bared by the company. But at that particular year also, the only sector which was earning a good profit was the education sector. And this is how we understood the need of education industry in the Indian market also. So of course, of having that kind of a thinking, Professor Sanjay Salunke and also the Kishore Biani, who were the family friends, they sat together and thought an idea to emerge a new industry with 50-50 ventures, with a partnership between the NetHR and Future Group. And that is where the Future Education Limited was formed in the year July 2008. Currently, Future Education is promoting two programs. One is we are offering the distance learning PGDBA, that is a post-graduation diploma program of 2 years from a well-known institute in Mumbai, that is Wellinger Institute of Management. Of course, the main agenda of Future Education was to start up with the full-time program, and that is how, along with helping ourselves by earning the revenue through distance learning in masses, we also started our campus, that is IFIL. The full form of IFIL is Institute of Future Education, Entrepreneurship and Leadership, where we started offering a 2 years full-time PGDBA program, which was approved by AICTE at Lonavala, Kerala. Surely I'll give you a brief introduction of both this program during my session towards the training. Now, before helping you to understand the program we are offering in the market, let us understand why we selected education industry. What is the growth ratio of education industry? How I can build my career in education industry. When we talk about the size of the higher education market all across world, it is more than 2.75 crore rupees per annum, which is equivalent to 50 billion US dollars per annum, where we can understand it's a huge size to have our own career as an option. Now, when we talk about India in particular as a market, of course, it is now treated as a hot opportunity. The reason education industry has arisen in the market, the need of education has arisen in the market, was to bridge a gap between the employable and the qualified manpower, which made even a big corporates like Reliance, Wipro, or we can say about TCS, or we can say about Accenture, or we can say about Oracle, all these big corporates started entering into the education industry. and as well as the training process. And that's the reason you will see, like, when you might have come across many of the your own relatives or your own friends or your own cousins who are working with these big companies and also been sponsored as an additional training purpose, as an additional amount for the purely for the education. That is to bridge a gap between this qualified manpower and the employable availability. When we talk about the current GER, I believe everyone might be aware of GER. GER, I will share you the full form. GER is a growth equity ratio. The current growth equity ratio of education sector is 13%. If we talk about any sector, whether we talk about FMCG, it is ranging from 15 to 16%. If we talk about financial sector, it is ranging from 14 to 15%. So almost education is playing a role apart of these sectors also, where the current GER of this education industry is 13%. And the expected growth by the government by 2020 is 30%. So just in 7 years, the government is expecting to have a rise of 17%. This shows that there will be a tremendous opportunity which is lying in an education sector for one to reach a high level at an immediate I can say year. And that is how the fast growth for existing organization is available. Now when we talk about, this was all about the education industry. Now when we talk about why future education. See, when we talk about the future education, we are a big company, having established company, enjoying huge profits. And that is where we believe in sharing these profits, not only through salary, but through incentives also. So let us understand the incentive structure through which you will be earning benefits, you will be earning as an additional income apart from your salary. We have two kinds of incentive structure, monetary incentive structure and the non-monetary benefits. When we talk about the monetary benefits, we have a regular incentives which is calculated on the basis of over and above the base target, where any additional admission done over and above the base target ranging between 1 to 5 admission, you can earn 500 rupees per admission. And this way it goes on where any additional admission above 20, if you do it, you can earn 1400 rupees per admission. So of course the main calculation will be briefed to you when you will be coming into an actual in-person training, where we will be helping you with example how through only regular incentive a person will not take away home less than 6,000 to 8,000 rupees. This is one of the part of our incentive structure. Of course, if we add on, we have the another structure called motivational incentive in the form of money. When we talk about any other incentive apart from regular, what will motivate the person? There are various style of incentive structures we have designed to motivate the person to achieve as well as overachieve the target. Example, if admission achieved below 20 admission, say your target is 8, TL target is 8. You achieved 8 or you achieved 13. You have achieved 100% of your TL target? Yes. So you will achieve directly 3,500 cash voucher adding to your regular incentives. Similarly, and if suppose your that month was so good that you even though if your target was 10, you managed to achieve more than 20 admission, then you will be adding your pocket or adding your incentive additional 1,500, where your total motivational incentive will be rupees 5,000. Not only this, we also have a DTR, and that is daily traveling reimbursement, which in the offer letter you can go through that offer letter once again if not recollecting yourself. It's written that DTR is been reimbursed on the number of days you are on field, and that is rupees 80 per day field. But we all know that our job is not at all on a field work 365 days. We are more focusing on quality calls, scheduling the meeting, arranging the time, going on a field, doing meeting, counseling, and then admission. And that field meeting also happens like, if I take my example, in 30 days, I hardly, when I was the executive, I hardly used to go on a field for 15 days or 12 days, because maximum time my student comes to me rather than I reach to them, because it's an education industry where person wants to counsel, wants to come to the institute and want to understand the program. So this is the basic difference between the education, why it is called, when we are selling education, we are not selling the education, we are giving the career to a student by counseling him or her. Okay, that was, I diverted myself, sorry for the same, but yes. Now when we talk about, of course, if we, suppose I just go for 15 days on a field, and if I calculate 15 into 8, the 80 rupees, then I will be just earning 1200. So I will be having a loss of 800, right? Not to worry. If you achieve your 100% of a TL target or more than 100% of your TL target, despite the number of days you went on a field, you will be earning rupees 2000 directly as an add-on additional incentive to your incentive amount. I believe now it seems to be interesting, right? Okay. Of course, sales means competition has to be there. And that is where we designed the structure of first topper, second topper and third topper. Third topper is basically for the new joinee, because of course we can't compare it with the person who is in the industry or in the same company selling the same program in the market from more than 3 months. So we have divided these toppers into two parts. One is for the old joinees who have completed their 3 months, first and second topper for them. And third will be for the new joinee who have not completed their 3 months. And the amount, as you can see. So if I can tell you about any insurance industry, there will be a direct slab, a flat incentive structure. Will not motivate you, right? So over here, by designing so many incentive slab and incentive structure, at least a person, if with a calculated mind counts, then he will not take away home less than 25 to 30,000. That is the average, current average incentive person is taking home, whether we talk about a new joinee or the old employee, apart from a salary. And there are few of these people who are earning not less than 50,000 every month. So you will of course come across these kinds of students or these kinds of employees when you are on job. Of course, ATLs would be, I can give you a hint. ATLs are the people who are earning not less than 50,000 per month, and that is where the retention take place. We are having the maximum retention percentage ratio. Now let's talk about non-monetary benefits. Of course, monetary benefits will not sound so good for everyone, because it will not click every month. There's sales ups and downs has to be there, but still there are few non-monetary benefits apart from monetary benefits which we have kept to encourage you every day by having a weekly contest, like do this much in this week and you will have movie tickets, dinners in 5-star, shopping vouchers, etc. We need to charge, right? So this is where we will have a weekly contest, monthly contest, quarterly contest, like small trip to Goa or small trip to Lonavala or small trip to Kerala. We will also have a foreign tour. We can have a 6 months period plan for each individual and to a target. And if you achieve, you can have a Singapore, you can have a tour plan, foreign tour plan can be Singapore, Hong Kong, Dubai. We will also have a yearly contest. Yearly contest is basically for the retention purpose, where we will have a performance cum retention bonus for employees on achievement consistent performance. We will have a retention, we will have a bike policy for a particular number to be achieved in a particular year. So all these non-monetary benefits, it's to charge you every time. Sounds good? Okay. Now let's move on to our actual work. Now incentives have made you lucrative. Now let us understand what do you will be promoting in the market. What is that product is all about? Let's talk about the first program what we will be offering in the market, that is a post-graduation diploma program of 2 years through distance learning from Wellinger Institute of Management. Before briefing you about this program, about this structure, what is all about, the product is all about, let us understand what Wellinger Institute of Management is all about, where it stands. Of course, in Mumbai, everyone knows Wellinger Institute. But let us have a brief idea, a brief introduction on Wellinger Institute of Management. Now let's talk about Wellinger Institute of Management. See, when we talk about any education industry or any program we are having with relates to the education, with relates to the degree, the most frequently asked question would be what is the accreditation of these programs, what is the ranking of this institute, what is the ranking of my certificate, what is the value of my degree in the market. When we talk about Wellinger Institute of Management, it's divided into 3 categories. First we'll talk about national accreditation. Second, we will talk about the international accreditation, how it is valued internationally. And third, we will talk about the ranking, the position of our institute in the market across India, across world also. Now when we talk about the national accreditation, we are accredited with National Board of Accreditation. Many of our programs are been approved by AICT, that is All India Council for Technical Education. Various distance learning programs have been approved by Distance Education Council, Central Government of India. Our institute has also been associated with HRD Ministry, Government of India, and we have few programs which are affiliated to Mumbai University. Of course, I'll be surely sharing you what is the USPs of these accreditation, how AICT will work, how DC will work, what is all about. We'll have a detailed training on this while going through with the training process. Let's talk about the international accreditation. When we talk about our acceptancy, not only in India, across world, yes, we have a BVQI certified, that is a ISO certification. Apart from this, we have been certified by AACSB. This is also one of the quality education certification which is recognized internationally. Not only this, we are also been associated with MOM, that is Ministry of Manpower Singapore. I'll surely brief you in detail what is MOM is all about and how we have been associated with that and what will be a value for a student if he pursues a PGDBA from Wellingers and what value he will get internationally also. When we talk about the ranking, yes, we have been first by competition review, which has recognized Wellinger Institute as the top distance learning institute of India in the West Zone, and that is the current ranking, May 2012. The parameters were resources and the study centers, faculties and counseling. Third, by Business Z News in an online national survey conducted in March 2012, again current ranking, and ranked by Business World magazine in their B School ranking 2012 in the following categories: 8th in West region, 10th in intellectual capital, 11th in industry interface and 17th in placement. So rankings are not bad. All the rankings, if you see, they are in the top 20. Okay, now let's move on to the program we will be offering in the market. What is the USPs of Wellinger's post-graduation diploma program? The first USP of our program is we are offering a 2 years PGDBA through distance learning. We know that our main target audience will be a working professionals. So when we talk about working professionals, of course they can't leave their job and go ahead with a full time, which is just for 2 years. But at the same time, if we talk about part-time programs, which was very much famous 15 years back, it takes 3 years to complete it. And at that point of time, there would be you have to attend the lectures, this, that, and at the same time we will lose the interest, because the more the time it takes to complete one thing, we lose the interest. But when we talk about distance learning PGDBA from Wellinkers, it will just take 2 years, where first year will be your common studies, the general studies, and second year will be your specialization studies. Of course, 2 years are in requirement for the further growth purpose, but minimum duration we will meet it, and we will plan accordingly, design accordingly, and we will manage to complete for the working professionals a PGDBA program in 2 years. The second is it is approved by DEC, that is Distance Education Council, Central Government of India. Now let's give you a brief of about DEC. Now when we talk about DEC, it has basically been designed for a distance education programs, which has been taken care by the Central Government of India. You all might have heard about IGNOU, that is Indira Gandhi Open University. It was the first university to provide something which is via distance learning. But distance learning was not matching with the criteria of a full-time program, that is a AICT, that is one more abbreviation which I'll give you a brief on the same later. But it is not matching with AICT parameters, due to which the value of the degree was not holding. But at the same time, when we talk about any management program, if designed for the working professional and if we require that flexibility to be given, there has to be some parameter which should be given so that we can have a distance learning education also for the masses who are having their responsibility or had got their responsibility at a very early stage, due to which they have not completed their education. And that is where the distance program came into existence. And at the same time, there was one committee which was formed by this university, that is IGNOU, and that committee had formed a new accreditation for a distance education, and that is called as a Distance Education Council, Government of India, where they have to meet small formalities, like there has to be a lectures in the form of either online or either classrooms. There has to be a 180 hours of lectures, a proper study material to be given. There has to be a proper schedule timetable. It should not be like from whenever student have time he can give exam. Of course, that strictness has to be there to maintain the quality. Apart from this, the exams has to be like in a very proper format. So all these approvals, all these parameters we need to meet when we are offering some distance education courses in India to maintain that quality. And that is where we are been approved by Distance Education Council, due to which we are promoting our program in India through distance education, and that has a value, as much value as a AICT approved full-time program gives. The third USP is, of course, we are the 8th rank all over India according to Times Today, as I briefed you earlier. This is also one of the USP. We are in the top 10 university. Okay. Now the fourth USP of R is we are registered with MOM Singapore. Now let's talk about what is MOM. MOM is basically a Ministry of Manpower, where every country has that MOM kind of registration. MOM, that's Ministry of Manpower, which is used for the visa purpose, like MOM Singapore, MOM US, MOM Europe. And everyone knows the toughest country to get the visa first is Europe, second is Singapore, third is US. When we talk about the MOM Singapore, where I specifically mentioned, because MOM self-assessment for Singapore is there available in the site. So when a student check it out, the self-assessment of his MOM for Singapore, the validity of his for Singapore, and when he types the higher education qualification, he will get Wellinger Institute also as a name present in that Ministry of Manpower as an acceptancy of their certificate in Singapore market also. So if suppose our certificate is valid in Singapore, then of course there is no where question arises where our degree will not be getting valid in the other countries also, like Dubai or US or UK, etc. So this is also one of the USP of our program. The next USP which I have mentioned is UCAS, that is United Kingdom Accreditation Service. Now when I talk about UCAS, it is nothing but an international ISO certification which is used for the Gulf countries, because we see that maximum of our target audience are also located or planning to locate in the Gulf countries like Dubai, or whether we talk about UAE or Saudi Arabia. So at these countries also, they see that if UCAS approval, any service education is there, the acceptancy is at a high. Of course, we are been approved by UCAS, that is United Kingdom Accreditation Service. This is all about the acceptancy. Apart from this, the major USP of our program is that we are providing 2 certificates. After completion of the first year, the student will get a certificate called Advanced Diploma in Business Administration. That's mentioned that he has completed his 1 year of course. Suppose he wants to take a 1 year gap later due to some project work or due to something else, then still he can take a gap and then can start with the second year directly. After completion of the second year of the program, he will be getting a certificate called Post-Graduation Diploma in Business Administration in a particular specialization he will be going for. So this is a USP over the others because the person don't have to wait for the whole 2 years to get his final degree. Every year progress report he will be getting it in the form of a certificate. So this is one of the USP, we can use it. The next USP is we have 10 different specializations, unlike full-time or part-time, where we have only limited specializations like HR or marketing or finance or operations, not more than that. But since it's a distance learning MBA where we have to reach to a masses, and the lectures over here are not on a classroom based, it's via online. So the major options we over here get is to provide maximum specializations, where through Wellinkers we will be offering 10 different specializations. That is, we have into common specializations like HR, marketing, finance, retail management, operations, supply chain management. We also have into IT, we also have into banking and insurance, we also have into international business, we also have into general management. So this is also one of the USP. Apart from this, if we talk about or compare it with any correspondence MBA program from the university, we only get registered with that university, we get a books and we get a timetable for the exams. There are no interactions with the professors, which is possible if we talk about universities. But when we talk about Wellinger Institute of Management as a USP, they are the first premier institute to start up with the virtual classroom facility. This is where every Monday to Friday, Friday, 2 days in a week, that is Thursday and Friday, in the evening time between 7:30 to 9:30, there is a live lectures which are conducted. For the same, student will be provided with login ID and password. So wherever the student is located, he just need to log in his login ID and password and he can access the online live lectures. He can interact with the professors, where 2 hours will be for the lecture and half an hour will be for the interaction. So this is also one of the USP of our student to have interaction or to be in touch with the professor. Even though online lectures are not possible, still we have before the exam something called as a personal contact program, that is PCP, which is option. In case student feel I have not attended any virtual classroom, I didn't find it very comfortable, now exams are there, now how I will be clearing my papers, I want someone to assist me, then he can pay an additional amount. He needs to give the time to go to the institute, but still we have arranged a personal contact program where every subject will be given a 3 hours duration to clear the doubts. Apart from this, when we talk about the exams, as I briefed you, I'm working, suppose I'm working, and tomorrow my exams are there as per the university norm. But tomorrow I don't have time, I have a projects to be submitted in the company, which is also necessary. So due to which the dropout ratio even in distance learning is very high because of the rigid timetable. To maintain that rigidity in the exams timetable, we have made that option as a flexible option where person will be given a 1 month's time period. Of course, exams are divided into 4 semesters, 6 months. In that 6 months, we divided the exams into 2 parts, midterm and end term. Midterm is like an open book exam a person can give from home. For the same, he will be given a 1 month window period. In that, he needs to schedule his own timetable when and where he wants to give the exam. Accordingly, he can give the exam. Similar pattern is available in end term. But yes, to avoid any wrong impact or to avoid the quality, to maintain the standard, we will have a examination standard as centers. But these examination centers will be the aptX centers near to the student place. They don't have to come to a particular college. Suppose person stays in Kamdivali and gets the placement, gets the exams availability at Thane. So it's not possible for working professional. So in the terms of time, in terms of location, in terms of exam, we will be giving them the flexibility. Apart from this, of course, virtual classroom, PCP, this is something where they will be interact with the professors. Apart from this, for their reference purpose, they will be provided with the study material and the CDs. Fees, yeah, they are very affordable. It's not like charging in lakhs of rupees, because when I heard Wellinger, one thing in the mind that the fees would be more than lakhs, because so many activities are done, so many things are given. So, and being a Wellinger is a brand, in full time they are charging 5 lakhs, in part time they are charging 3 lakhs. Not to worry, in and distance learning the fees are quite affordable. It is around 55,500 for 2 years complete course, including all study material fees, exam fees, online lecture fees, no hidden charges. Of course, the installment pattern we will be learning at the later stage. Validity of the course will be for 3 years. Like person will come out with the question, if I fails then what? If I am not able to give the exam at that particular time duration, then what? Then they don't have to worry, since the validity of the program is of 3 years. Now let's talk about the target audience. Once after understanding the USP of Wellinger Institute of Management, let us understand who will be our target audience. Our target audience will be basically a working professionals. The most approachable industry will be a BPO, KPO, telecom industry, retail industry, production industry, where salary will be ranging from 2.4 lakh to 6 lakh per annum, and working experience varying from 1 year to 6 years. And we as a TL will assure you to provide you such kind of data. Now, what will be the eligibility criteria? For our program, any graduate fresher in any stream from a UGC recognized university is acceptable, or else if a person is a diploma holder, here we have a strongest point. Even we take admission of a diploma holder. A diploma holder after 10, suppose he has done his 3 years diploma from a government polytechnic university institute, Along with that, if he has a 3 years of work experience, he can enroll. Or after 12th, if he has a 3 years diploma and have a 3 years experience, he can also pursue a PGDBA from our institute. For lateral entry, you might also come across with our own existing students, Wellinkers students who have done their 1-year diploma certification program from Wellinkers after their graduation, or who have already done with their MBA or PGDBA or PGDBM from an AICT or DC approved university, wants to do one more specialization. Then for them, we have a lateral entry where the duration of the course will be for 1.5 years, and the in 2 years program we have 20 subjects. In 1.5 year program we'll have 15 subjects for them. So we will have a waiver for 6 months. Fee structure, we'll have a detailed knowledge on how the fees are, flexi options are available. The fees, as I briefed you earlier, it's 55,000 plus 500 for registration. This includes everything whatever we discussed, yes, that is exam fees, online lecture fees, study material fees. Personal contact program, as I briefed you, it is optional. In case student is willing to, he can pay 3,600 extra, but in case not, then he can avoid that. But that is the latter part. But this includes your online lecture fees, study material fees, exam fees, everything, courier charges, everything. You don't have to pay anything extra. And in that, in case he wants an installment options, yes, we do have availability of the same. If a person goes with a one-shot payment, we can push him for a discount of rupees 5,000, where we can just charge him 50,000. In case he is looking for an yearly option, we can suggest him to pay initially 28,000 and then after 1 year 28,000. In case he is looking for a quarterly option, this quarterly option is available only with FEL. That is the student who is enrolling through FEL, not directly through the institute. Then we have one more option is there where person can pay 17,500 initially and then 8,000 every quarter. For the first year, the same pattern he can avail for the second year, or he can directly pay 27,500. The more briefing of the same will be given in person when we will have a live training. For lateral entry, the one-shot payment will be 39,500 plus 500 for registration, and for partly option 22,000 during the admission and 20,000 after 6 months. Got it? Now let's talk about, you might be coming across with many questions like it's not a degree, it's at the end diploma, how PG diploma will be more value when we talk about MBA. Or you will come across with the students' questions like, I want a degree, my company is asking for an MBA degree, I don't want diploma. So how you will cope up with these kinds of questions? So let's discuss on the same. I want to share with you an article which was shared in a Google. Even though if you search it out, you will get it, this article, where they have told that both the program, whether we talk about PGDBA or MBA, are designed to develop a skilled workforce. But some advantages, features make PGDBA, that is the post-graduation diploma into business administration, an edge over the management education program when we compare it with MBA. I'll help you with few points, few comparison. The first comparison was, after running the MBA program for a successful years, institute opted for a PGDBA because of the growing economy, which require professionalism with more practical knowledge before entering into the corporate world to face the challenges more strategically. I believe the first point everyone accepted, because when we talk about MBA, it is only offered by the university, but there are strict norms which we need to follow. And the economy is changing so fast, and there is a rapid change which is in requirement on a very urgent basis. And to face these rapid changes, these challenges in the corporate world, PGDBA had an advantage over MBA and had an edge over the MBA. Even the second was, PGDBA program is entirely handled by the Autonomous Business School under the regulations of AICT. Now let's talk about what is AICT, that is All India Council for Technical Education. Now when we talk about AICT, this is basically a body which has been designed to promote a full-time program by the institute in a quality manner. Like AICT has a norm that if your institute want to run a full-time program, be it from any university or be it from your own autonomous program, to ensure that you're giving the quality education, they regulate the quality, where they every year do the inspection in the form of, do you have the classroom as much in requirement, do you have the enough of books in the library, do you have the faculties, the core faculty, how many are the full-time faculty available, how many are the visiting faculty available. In terms of management, do you have a computer lab with you which is arranged properly? If suppose I am allotting to you a 60 seats, do you have for 60 students availability of 3 classrooms, availability of 15 computers in the computer lab, availability of the Wi-Fi or the LAN connectivity? So all these related to infrastructure which will help the student to give the quality education, they check on the availability of the same. So of course PGDBA program is entirely handled by the Autonomous Institute under the regulation of AICT, while the university governs the MBA program. So when it comes to a university, they have some shortcomings, like MBA program are carrying the same outdated course curriculum and structure from the last many years, because as per the UGC norm, we can't change the syllabus for 5 years, and change in the economic is every year. So over here PGDBA plays an important role. And even whereas PGDBA are run by the Autonomous Business School, can go for the change according to the corporate needs. The another comparison is Autonomous Business School are opting for high technology and interactive pedagogy methodology like case studies, presentations, role plays for teaching purpose, while university program are running still on a old classroom lectures because of the system of the government, less pay to the faculty, so the quality of faculty we get is okay types, or even the if we see the building, it's still an old building because the fees are less. So due to all these shortcomings, Autonomous Business Schools providing PGDBA plays a very important role. To maintain the standards and reputation in the corporate world, Autonomous Business School works very hard. They every year, in fact every 6 months, they invite the corporate gurus and leaders who can impart the lectures, who can do the workshops, while it's not possible or it's not done with the colleges who are just providing MBA affiliated to the university. As it says, traveling broadens your horizon, and business schools make it a point there has to be a frequent visits and tours, in terms of, we can say, industrial visit, maybe even within the country and even outside the country. So that has developed the that has developed the placements outside India also. PGDBA provides 100% placement assistance to its student in various nationals and international corporate, whereas there are no extra pains or no extra placement cells are taken in the university degree program. So this is why PGDBA is always an edge over the MBA. Now let us understand who all are my competitors in the market. I have listed down the few institute name who are our competitor and their small briefing, so that will help you when you are doing the counseling or when you want to promote or show or broadcast your program much better than the other program. First, let's take example of symbiosis. When we talk about symbiosis, yes, the recognition, they are also approved by DEC. Duration, yes, it's of 2 years. Yes, they also provide you PGDBA, but here is the flaw, fee structure. Fees are very less, it's just 32,000, but there are various hidden charges like study material. For study material you have to pay extra, for exam fees you have to pay extra, for submission of projects you have to pay extra, for submission of assignments you have to pay extra. So there are many hidden costs which is in there, lies apart from 32,000 rupees, which is not known to everyone. Once they enter, they comes to know. So we have to explain them. But yes, Symbiosis will become your toughest competitor, because they are the highest selling diploma PGDBA courses, distance learning courses across India. They are the number one seller in the market. So you will have a tough competition, because their platter is very high. But we don't have to worry. We are also moving ahead towards them. We also have, every year doing 6,000 to 8,000 admissions every year, which is where we are still in the market. NMIMS. Now when I talk about NMIMS, yes, of course, they are also approved by DEC, that is Distance Education Council, Government of India. Duration of the course is, of course, yes, 2 years. Provides MPGDBA, that is a post-graduation diploma in business administration. But yes, the fees are very high and the exposure is very less. They are only restricted to few market. That's the reason they are okay. They are known but not as strong competitor as Symbiosis. MIT Pune plus UTS, they are approved by DEC. MIT Pune, what they do, they provide dual degree, that is MBA plus PGDBA. They provide PGDBA from their institute itself, approved by DEC, and MBA from the Assam Don Bosco University. But the flaws is like, they are charging the fees 44,000, but that excludes exam fees, study material fees, many hidden charges. We can use as a flaws that the exposure is less, and Assam Don Bosco University hardly anyone knows, and MIT Pune also hardly the recognition and value compared to Wellinger is not known so much internationally. So over here, yes, of course, we can compete MIT Pune also. Sikkim Manipal once upon a time was biggest competitors for Symbiosis, because it was holding a number one position in promoting the distance learning MBA. Of course, approved by DEC of 2 years, giving you the degree, fees was 53,000. But due to their DEC got awaited, the DEC listed got awaited, all their programs were being forced not to be sold in the market until and unless they get a DEC approval, the DEC updation, due to which they are right now not compared with the market, because from last 6 months they are not able to promote their program as per the government instruction. Now when we compare it with our institute, yes, we are approved by DEC, we are having 2 years of duration course, offering PGDBA, fees is also 55,000, very competitive fees, inclusive of all, on online lecture fees, study material fees, exam fees, doubt clearing session fees, everything. So of course we are a toughest competitors for others also. But over here we need to be a very strong counselor, which is our biggest USP. That is, we as a counselor, nobody has so strong counselor as we are, so strong, good provider of the services as we are. So over here we can play an edge over the others. Now over here, like person will ask, I will counsel, and then if person goes directly to the institute and will take the admission, then what? How I can convince the person to take the admissions from me? Is it that I am looking like an agent? You don't have to worry. Why? We should understand our USP as a FEL. Why one should take admission from FEL and not directly from Wellingers? See, when a university or an institute takes the hand or tie up with the learning center, the basic reason of Sikkim Manipal hitting so huge number was having a good amount of learning center. Learning center, why it's necessary? To provide the student quick services, to create a brand value, because when we take Wellinger as an institute, there are so many programs they are running. Distance learning, PGDB, apart from full-time MBA, full-time MMS, part-time MBA, part-time MMS, apart from the small courses like 1-year diploma, 6 months diploma. So they will be not, every year they have lakhs of students who enroll for different courses. So for them it's not possible to give so good service to a particular student, and that too if a student is joining for a distance learning program, how they will remember, right? So our USP over the Wellinkers would be the location availability. So if person is staying in Virar and wants to take the admission, he don't have to go all the way to Matunga Institute. Either our counselor will visit Virar or he can approach Goregaon office. If a person is staying in Bangalore, he don't have to fly all the way to Bombay to take the admission. He can directly approach us from our Bangalore office and can take admission. Because slowly and gradually we are expanding. You know what? We have around 5 locations right now. That is, in Bombay itself we have 3 locations, Chembur, Thane and Goregaon. Outside Bombay we have expanded ourselves in Delhi, we have expanded ourselves in Bangalore. So the reach, once we have a location availability in a huge number, the admission will start coming to us itself because of the huge number of a service center. Apart from this, we'll assure them 24/7 services. Like if person has a query, of course when we talk about institute, it closes by 5. What after 5 when person is free and have a query? So he can always be in approach to you, or we will have a strong post-sale service system who will be taking care of our student for each and every queries they have. Flexi installment option, as I brief you, Wellinkers don't have quarterly options, we do have. So that is where we will be stronger than them. Hand-holding services from the counseling, from the admission till the exams gets completed. We will be supporting them, because we know that institute will not be able to answer each and query or will provide them in-person services because of the lack of manpower. But we are only focusing on PGDBA, due to which we can give them a hand-holding services also. We can help them with supporting the exams also, like giving them the all the best card or calling them, motivating them for the study. So all these kind of services we will be providing them, so that person can at least complete his program on time without any hindrance, so that we will in future will have a good amount of references. And we also will try to help them with a special job assistance. In Wellinkers, job assistance is there, but what is the case, like once a person put his login ID and password, he'll get the list of companies, in that he needs to select which company he wants to opt for. But over here what we will do, once a person will enroll through us, we'll share this CV to our placement department cell. They match with the profile with our existing profile, existing company requirement profile, and start lining up the interviews for you. So we'll have some special job assistance system within our FEL system itself, so that we will have lots of people looking forward for an opportunity to enroll themselves in PGDBA and will enroll through FEL, not directly through Wellinkers. Now this was all about Wellinkers PGDBA program. The second program which I briefed you was all about the IFIL. That is where our major focus will be. Now till now we've just done with what Wellinkers PGDBA is all about. Of course we need to be focused on our second programs also, that is IFIL. That is Institute of Future Education, Entrepreneurship and Leadership. This was the main agenda of how Future Education and NetHR came together. That was IFIL. But when IFIL was designed in July 2008, there were many formalities we need to initiate or we need to complete to run a full-time program. That is the approval of AICT, to construct a building, to get the core faculty, to get the students, right? So that was taking too much of time, but at the same time company can't run without revenues, right? So this is how we started promoting Wellinkers. But yes, our major focus will be IFIL, which will help us, provide us the good profit in future. Now when we talk about IFIL, I just want to give you a small briefing, because over here we have only few selective manpower who will be concentrating on same, because it's just a third year of our IFIL, and we have not yet started with their distance learning program. Once we'll get the DC approval and once we'll start up their distance learning program, of course everyone will be focusing on IFIL, that is our own product. Now when we talk about IFIL, the full form of IFIL, as I briefed you earlier, it is the Institute of Future Education and Entrepreneurship and Leadership. We have this location available at Karla, that is at Lonavala, where we are offering a 2 years full-time PGDBA, that is a post-graduation diploma in business administration, which is approved by AICT, that is All India Council for Technical Education. And specialization programs we are offering is finance, HR, marketing, and that's all. These are the 3 specializations. Since we have a limitations of 120 seats and it's a residential program, so it will be where we have a hostel facility also and campus also. Now let's move on to a frequently asked question, which is the main part of our training. See, the kind of questions you might come across with while you're counseling, or while you're calling, or while you're sharing with the details, or somewhere in your mind to convince yourself. I've jotted down few frequently asked questions. There might be any more questions which might come across you. Please share it with your team leader when there is an in-person training. There are few common questions asked are like, what is the difference between AICT, that is All India Council for Technical Education, DEC, that is Distance Education Council, and UGC, that is University Grant Commission. When we are the counselor in an education industry, we should aware of these words. What are they mean? You might come across while counseling, yeah, I want to do distance learning MBA, but is it the AICT approved? So you should be very much confident to answer that AICT is nothing to do with a distance learning program, because AICT have their own norms. AICT is basically a private body which sets up few parameters to maintain the quality education in Indian market. Like AICT look after, suppose I am allotting you and a college a 60 seats. So do you have the 3 classrooms available? You have the well furnished classrooms with at least fans and lights? Do you have a full-time faculties? Do you have a board? Do you have a, if suppose like you're into a management, do you have a projectors for presentation? So do you have an auditorium, or do you have a small classroom for the seminar purposes? Or do you have a core faculty? Do you have enough books in the library? So all these small things, parameters, are guidelines which have been designed by AICT, on which basis one college gets located, starts to provide a full-time program. Can be either an autonomous program like PGDBA, a certificate program, or a master's program by having affiliation with university. So this is where AICT plays an important role when someone is looking forward for a full-time program. So this is why student asks, do you have a AICT approved course? But when we talk about the distance learning courses, we don't require AICT, but there is another body which we are in requirement of, that is Distance Education Council, Central Government of India. DEC has set the norm after getting the requirement, or getting the after understanding the market, the need of market of a distance learning education for a working professionals, where they have a very different parameters. The parameters are like, that you should have 180 hours of lectures via classroom in the form of a doubt clearing session. You should have online lectures, you should have a study material, you should have a proper set of your timetable, it should not be any time. You should have a proper location for exams, that is exam center, a person should not give exams from home. So all these, to meet the criteria of the quality of education, we provide. Otherwise what will happen? University will say it's a distance learning and will print the degree. So to maintain that quality, we require a DC approval program. UGC. UGC is basically a full form of UGC is University Grant Commission. There are two kinds of UGC. One is UGC 2F and UGC 3F. Both the University Grant Commission is controlled by the state government of India. Now what UGC does, like it's a very old I can say government commission which is purely for the education. AICT and DEC is the autonomous body which lays the guideline. But UGC is a University Grant Commission which is a body which follows the guideline for the university to provide a proper qualification, and those university who got a UGC approval have only the authority to provide you with the degree, not the certificate. If someone is asking for a degree, they can provide that. So this is where UGC stands. There are two kinds of UGC. UGC 2F, which is purely a government body like your Mumbai University, Bangalore University, Madurai Kamraj, these all kind of. And UGC 3F is a deemed university like NMIMS, Symbiosis, or what we say Sikkim Manipal. They are all your UGC approved but under 3F. Now there are other few international terms also, whether to make us understand whether we are approved nationally, internationally, that is globally. For the global recognition, UGC, AICT and DEC will not only work. We also need to have recognized by AIU, IAU and UCAS. Now when I talk about AIU, the full form of AIU is All India Association of Indian University. See, every association, every industry or every group of company will have their own association. Like in an education industry also, all university have their association to maintain the guidelines, to maintain the responsibility, to maintain the standards. Otherwise what will happen? कल किसी को भी AICT मिल जाएगा, कल किसी को भी UGC मिल जाएगा, right? So to maintain that strictness, there is an association which is formed, and that is called as a Association of Indian University, where all the university, they had formed an association. There are around 150 universities which are listed in AIU. So if suppose someone is telling you that I am a UGC approved university, you can always check it out with AIU, which is a common website. Is it whether it is listed in AIU or not? Is it an associated member of AIU or not? And this is where, suppose you have done your MBA or you have done your graduation from a university which is UGC recognized, will be accepted by another university where you want to do your MBA only if it's in the list of AIU. Even if you want to get accepted outside India also, it should be, your university needs to be listed in AIU. Next is IAU, that is International Association of University. Now let's understand the term IAU. The full form of IAU is International Association of Universities. This is a body where, like as I briefed you earlier about AIU, that is Association of Indian University. Similarly, every country have their own association of universities. If you go to America, it's Association of American University. If you go to Arab countries, it is Association of Arab Universities. So all these associations, they comes together and meet and have a common discussion worldwide for the World Education Council conference we say, and that association is called as an International Association of University. So if like in India, we are all aware of Mumbai University, the authentication, the value of Mumbai University. But in India itself, there are so many universities that we are aware of it, but might be like the country which is outside India is not aware of these universities. So to check the authentication, they go to a common website called IAU. In that they check out with the country and then the list of university, whether it's there in the existence of that country or not. So in short, IAU is a whole body onto which AIU is a part of it. The third abbreviation is UCAS, United Kingdom Accreditation Services. As I briefed you earlier also, UCAS is, the full form of UCAS is United Kingdom Accreditation Service. This is used to maintain the international quality standard, which is very much invaluable when we talk about the Gulf countries. Now, during my training process, I used many a times the terms like association, affiliation, accreditation, but there is a vast differences between these terms. These terms have a different meaning. So if someone says I am accredited with Mumbai University, it doesn't sound good. It's affiliated to Mumbai University. So what is the difference between accreditation, affiliation and association? Let us understand that. So my next question would be differences between accreditation, affiliation and association. Now let us understand what is affiliation. Now when I talk about affiliation, it is where, suppose A is a college, B is the university. A is a college which is approved by AICTE to run a certain program. B is the university which is UGC recognized university, which comes under UGC section 2F. So B, on the basis of A, approval from AICTE, can affiliate it to A, or A can approach B for affiliation to provide their programs. Like take example in Bombay, take example of Mirabai College. Mirabai College is providing various courses to us, that is BCom, bachelor's degree program, master's degree program, which are affiliated to Mumbai University. So that means we are doing our course from Mirabai College for the full-time course batch, for the quality of education to be shared purpose, but the degree we are getting it from the Mumbai University. So over here, Mirabai College is affiliated to Mumbai University to provide various programs run by Mumbai University. So this is called as a affiliation. I hope I am clear with it. Now let us understand what is association. Association is where when a two party comes together, associate to meet the common goal. That is called as a association. Like take example, Bombay Management Association, that is BMA. Bombay Management Association is the association where all the management institute, whether it be private body, basically private body, they all comes together to have a strong impact, a value of them in the market, and to follow the guidelines to maintain the quality of their education in the market. That is nothing but called as an association. We have a live example in the earlier question, like Association of Indian University. Am I correct? I believe I have cleared your doubts. Now let's understand what is accreditation. Now when we talk about accreditation, it is a stamp. It means one body has got the stamp that they are eligible, they are quite acceptable to provide certain programs. Like take example, A as a college, Mirabai as a college, has fulfilled his requirement of AICTE, hence it got accredited by AICTE for their various programs. But that doesn't mean the whole college got accredited. So whatever the program the college wants to introduce, they have to first get stamp of that AICTE to run the full-time program of that particular course to get value in the market. So if suppose Mirabai College is offering you BCom, BBA, BCA, Diploma in HR, Diploma in Marketing, but for the diploma programs, if they don't have AICTE approval, whether the whole college is accredited with AICTE for that particular program, it is just a normal certificate. It doesn't hold value until and unless it has an approval from AICTE. What's the point? Now let us understand the differences between the PGDBA, MBA and MMS. This is also the basic question which many of them you will come across with. Now when we talk about a PGDBA, The full form of PGDBA is Post Graduation Diploma in Business Administration. This is basically a diploma certificate which has been provided by the various institute on the basis of the approval of DEC, that is Distance Education Council, Government of India. It is a normal certificate course where autonomous institute like Wellinkers provide you for 2 years, whereas university after their graduation provided for the 1 year. MBA and MMS are the master's degree which are been provided by the university. MBA by the university apart from Mumbai and MMS by the Mumbai University. But at the same time both are equivalent. Now let us, the next question which normally people will come across to you, basically of freshers, would be like, what is the advantage of a distance learning program over the full-time program? Now over here, of course, like, we all know that distance learning program is very new concept in India. But it is very much famous if we talk about in Western region, like in USA or Japan, where people after 10th standard itself, they start doing work and then through online they have a education. But this was not the pattern in India. If we talk about 10 years back story, the most of the people still were following the classroom kind of mode of study and were giving importance to them. But that is now getting decreasing. Reason, the responsibility, high competitive market, and no time to there is no time to give for the education. Like if we talk about once we complete our graduation itself, to meet the competition in the market, we start doing a job, and then along with the job we start sharing the responsibility of the family, and then later we slowly and gradually lose our interest over the studies. So even though if we then plan it out for the full-time program, and if we take a gap and then we do a full-time and then once again we come back, then we have to start from scratch. Then again we have to run after the competition, which is very tough in today's scenario. So if we talk about the advantage of distance learning MBA over the full-time, we can explain them that, see, when we talk about the working profession, when we talk about any company would like to hire the work experience person rather than the person who has completed his MBA but don't have any experience. So in this case, of course, nobody wants to take a risk, right? So in this case, they will always give a first privilege to the experienced student. So that's the reason when we talk about the person who is having the experience, if plan to leave a job for 2 years gap, and then again after 2 years when there is a whole change in the scenario, he has to start from scratch. So due to which, of course, full-time will not play an important role. The experience which he has will play an important role. And that's the reason now distance learning program is playing an important role over the full-time program. And that is where we can see that many of the full-time colleges remain empty due to the need of a job to meet the competition, and at the same time to meet the qualification via distance learning, to maintain the high education qualification and to make the resume strong. Now, of course, there would be some sales kind of tactics which are being you would be coming across with. We all know that in Wellinkers there are 4 batches: January, April, July and October. But we all know, secondly, we are targeting working professionals. So working professionals are always in a dilemma of procrastination, that is postponing the plans when it comes to something where they have to spend the money for themselves. And when we talk about education is still not an additional weightage given in the Indian market. we do save for house, we do save for our children education, we do save for our new investments, we would save for goals, but for education the priority is not given so much. Education is a need, but people don't know when to start because that priority is not given to that. So we always, when we person gets interested to invest that money in that particular program, we should need to close that person on a very immediate basis, because our target audience itself is a person who will be very much influenced by our counseling, but that counseling influence will last for only 8 days, and that 8 days itself we need to close the deal to have a good strike rate. And that's the reason when someone will ask you what is the last date of admission, we always tell them 8 days after, like today if he has come for the counseling and today is 25th, then we say it 28th is the last date or 6th is the last date. It depends upon when you're planning, but it's a capacity based program. The limitations are there in the seats. Hardly 2 seats are left, hardly 3 seats are left. Of course, when you are into a sale slowly and gradually, you will understand this tactics. But never say that there are 4 batches. Otherwise, people will try to postpone by telling you I'm planning for next batch, and then he will never turn up. Now, other questions is can I do PhD after PGDBA? I can say a common sense question would be asked to you. But we all know that a person who don't have time even to complete his full-time MBA program, will he person have a time later to do his PhD? I don't think so. So the first criteria is to do a PhD, a person needs to do a full-time management. And second, these are the working professionals. They don't have time in future also. So I don't think so that they will be planning to do PhD, which is a full-time PhD, because till now distance learning PhD is not so much in progress. So of course, if someone asks, can I do PhD after PGDBA, you can say that depends upon the criteria you will have, and at that particular time when you are planning will have. PGDBA of course will help you to go ahead with the PhD, but at the same time you need to meet the other formalities also. We need to say that much, and we have to remain quiet, because over here we are not promising him, and at the second time he might be just testing us, because my experience says that person who does a distance learning MBA or PGDBA will just think for a PhD, or just for a sake will ask you for the PhD, but at the same time will be not planning on an immediate basis for the PhD program. Am I right? So this way we can deal with such kind of question. Now if someone says, what if I fail or not able to give any of the exams? That is the bound to be asked question by the working professionals, because their major concern is time constraint. So if they are investing something, they think that whether I'll be able to give the time I'm investing, it should not go waste. So in this case you can surely explain them that first of all 96% is a passing ratio till date. So the chances of getting you fail are less. You only will get fail if you don't open the books and before the exams only you have just come and want to appear for the exam. Second, if you know the concept, question papers are MCQ based, that is multiple choice question based. 1 question, 4 option. So person will find it very easy to clear. It just he needs to understand the concept. So in a week if he even gives 2 hours would be enough. And of course, before the exams itself, we will be preparing him through a PCP, that is a doubt clearing session program, by providing him the sample question paper. So that will make him easy to clear his papers from at the first hand go. But yes, the 4% chances which I denied, that the chances of fail are there, might be due to absenteeism, or might be the person is not prepared and just for the chance sake has come and given the exam. Then in this case also there is a KT system which is available, because validity of the course is 3 years. In that duration of 3 years, any paper which are still pending for the clearance, he can give the paper, he can refill the re-examination form and can reappear for the exam. The next question would be like, what is the validity? As I briefed, it's 3 years. Then what if I am not able to manage to complete in 3 years? You can take readmission. But readmission will not make you to pay all the amount. It's just 10,000 extra you pay and you can take a readmission. So anywhere you do it, there is a chance of you to clear your papers on time. Then the question would be asked when we talk about the project, that in the final term there will be a project. So is there any support for making the project? You can say yes, we can provide them with the samples of the project. Now if you Google also, in the net also, you will be getting the samples project. On that basis, he can prepare the project, and project need not have to be on a primary research. It can be on a secondary research basis also, because there is no so much tough checking for the distance learning student. Is there any exam preparatory classes? Yes, we do have a personal contact program before the exams, which is optional. Person can pay 3,600 additional and can give the attend the preparatory classes, or can have the question bank facility. Someone will ask you, what if I am located out of India, or can I still take the admission? Yes, in case person is in India and he has taken the admission, after 6 months, by any luck of his, he went to Dubai or he got shifted to some other country. From there also he can give the exams, just need to forward us the scanned copy of the photograph, visas and the passport. And on that basis, we will avail opportunity to give the exams from there. You just need to pay an additional amount of rupees 500 per subject for the same. And if the person is a foreigner, is not in India and located outside India itself, then the fees will be different. It will be in dollars. And suppose question comes in between, if my course I got transferred to other part of India. Other part of India, if he got transferred, there is no tension, because he can attend the lectures from there, he can give the exams from there to the nearest aptech center. Or abroad, then of course, as I briefed you, in case in between he shifted to abroad, he just need to intimate us and will arrange the exams over there. He just need to pay the extra amount. So these were the few FAQs which you might come across with. In case of any more FAQs which you think might you come across with and you're stuck with, please share with your team leader so that they can more assist you on the same. And I would wish you all the best towards your success. Try to overachieve your target. Now the next sessions would be more of samples on mock calls and mock counseling, how it takes place. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Can I speak to Mr. Nitesh?
Yeah, who's this?
Good afternoon. I'm calling you from Wellington's Institute of Management.
Wellington?
Yes.
Okay, but then I didn't apply for any course over there.
No. Actually, I was just going through a profile on the Naukri portal, Mr. Nitesh.
Okay.
Yes, I was just checking it out that you have total 6 years of work experience, right?
Correct.
And you're done with your BBA?
No, BMS.
BMS. Okay. So, according to your work experience, I've just given you a call regarding the further education program, like masters in, like MBA or business management program.
I have never thought of that, but then if you can explain me properly, I can think for that.
Sure. I can explain you. Actually, the program we offer is for working people, Nitesh. Yes, this is the MBA program that you can pursue along with your work.
Okay.
Yes, and the main concept is that, we are providing it from Wellington's Institute of Management. Okay,
it's a full-time course?
No, it's a part-time one. That is for the working people, na? So it is a part-time course. That's why you can manage it along with your work.
Okay, but then in Wellington, I have heard you have a couple of courses like part-time also. So which exactly course is this?
Yeah, that 2 years PGDBA that we are offering to you.
PGDBA, okay.
Yes. That program we are giving it to you, so that it will be easier in terms of your working. Along with your work, you can go ahead with this.
Okay.
Yes, actually,
Uh-huh.
I think that you are done with your BMS in, I believe, marketing only, right?
Marketing, correct, correct.
Okay, okay, that's great. So, do you want to continue with the same profile or want to switch
Yes,
further?
yes, yes. Like I have already have a 6 years of experience in the same field, so probably I'll look into the same field.
Okay, okay, fine. Yeah, that's great. Actually, the program is, I mean, it is designed like this. It is a 2 years course. It will be having 4
Mm-hmm.
semesters. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, first year you will be having that generalized terms that first year will be called as a advanced diploma in business administration. Okay. And
Sorry, I didn't get you.
it will be called as the advanced diploma in business administration.
So I'll get a certificate for this, or what it is?
No, it will be like this that first if you're done with this course, that 1 year program, you will get a particular ADBA certificate. Okay.
But then I have to first apply for a 1 year one, and then, or it's a simultaneous course wherein I get a first year certificate, or then the second year or something like that?
No, it is not like this. You have to apply for that proper full program, okay? Then only you can go ahead with that. It's just like this. जैसे ही आपका 1 year complete होगा ना, you will be awarded with this diploma, ADBA, that is advanced diploma.
Yes, that's what I'm asking. I'll get the certificate, right?
Yes,
Advanced.
you get the certificate of this, okay?
Okay.
Then you can move further.
All right.
Okay? Yes, in the second year, it will be like this. You will be having 2 semesters for the specialization one. If you want to go in marketing, you will be having different subjects like CRM, distribution management, and all this. I mean, you might
But
be aware
if
in the
I
BMS.
have to look in some other field, what is the specialization you offer?
It's like different specialization in that, like finance management, HRM, retail, banking, supply chain management, all this specialization we offer.
So you have something in project management or something?
Pardon?
Project management?
No, I mean, right away we are not giving on that part, project management, but you have, we have 10 specializations with that, okay, and apart, as you are done with and then marketing only, right?
Yeah, but then I was thinking nowadays people go for project management, and since I'm a project leader over here as in a marketing team, so what do you prefer? Which field I should choose exactly?
Either if you are taking care of the project management or something like this. First of all, the preference I can give you is that you can go for marketing management. Okay.
Okay.
But yes, if you are taking care of projects as well, and I mean, if you are working core technically, or if you are taking care of technical work, then you can go for operation management.
Okay.
Okay. And in the projects, if you are taking care of that core, I mean that superficially that projects, I mean just like you are taking care of how it's going, and you have
just the marketing part of project. That's
it. Just taking care of marketing part, right?
Correct.
Either then you can go for IB, that is International Business Management on that.
International Business Management. What exactly is this?
Pardon?
What exactly is International Business Management? I've heard it for first time.
Okay, fine. Yeah, not an issue on that part. It will be like this, Mr. Nitesh, right? Yep. You'll be having different subjects. I mean, it's like because people in project management, they somewhere deals with the international business as well. Okay? So it depends on your profile that if you are dealing with...
No, I'll do one thing. I'll choose this marketing. I think will be a better profile. I don't want to take a risk at this point of my career.
Yeah, it's like that. If you want
you told me you're calling from Wellinkers, right?
Yes.
Matunga?
Pardon?
Wellinkers Matunga one, right?
No. We have an office at Chembur. I'm calling from that one.
But in the same institute, right? Wellinkers?
Yes, the same one.
Okay.
Yes. You'll be getting the degree by the name of Wellinger Institute of Management only from Wellinkers. Fine.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. So it will be like this. It will be beneficial if you can. I mean, about the lectures and everything. It's like you will be having that proper lectures. I mean, thrice a week.
How are the lectures? Do I need to come to Matunga daily or Chembur? No. What exactly is this?
No, it will be like this. You will be having lectures thrice a week. Okay.
Thrice a week.
Yes, online lectures you will be having. And apart from this, if you want that, you will be having. I mean, we provide you personal contact program. I mean that you can contact with the faculties. I mean that it's classroom lectures, PCP.
Classroom lectures are also there.
Yes.
So is it compulsory for classroom lectures?
No, you can opt for that. It's different, I mean, the amount you have to pay particularly, and you can go for
And when are these classroom lectures conducted?
Pardon? It are different.
Lectures?
Yeah. At our different learning centers, it will be conducted.
At the learning centers?
Yes.
Okay, and where are your learning centers in Mumbai?
These are the centers that I have said, that Chembur, Thane, and Villepale.
Okay, over here the contact lectures. Okay.
Yes.
And do I have to pay additional fees for this, right?
Particularly, you can just check out the fees details on that part. I can mail you up, okay? These are the optional ones. Okay.
Fine.
Yeah.
And if for the online lectures, because see, nowadays I get many calls from different institute, universities, and I'm pretty much confused also in which course should I go for. But then Velenka, like, it's a very good name in Mumbai.
Yes, that is the main
So one thing I'm for sure that I want degree not for the sake of degree, but also for you say like the knowledge part and everything. So I just wanted to know see, how is the study pattern, like how are the faculties and everything. So if I get a proper impact on that, probably I can look forward to this course.
Yes, that is the main reason, Mr. Nitesh, right? Because if after so many years of work experience you are going for any kind of studies, then you should do it from...
do you know Mr. Deepak Patare?
Pardon?
Deepak Patare, he is actually a close friend of mine. He's working for Wellington, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, he's
a professor over there.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes, he's faculty.
Actually, he knows me from last 3 years.
Okay, that's great. I mean, that's totally fine. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so... Tell me.
Yeah, he's a faculty over there, no?
Okay.
Yeah, then I believe you are very much aware about the...
Yes, Wellington, obviously, like, it's a very famous. But then only thing is that nowadays people say it's like diploma, it's a diploma or something.
Yes.
But I just want to...
Yeah, just complete.
Yeah, I just wanted to get a proper information on that. So, what kind of course you offer? What is the study pattern? Like, do I have to come or something like that?
No, it's not at all like this, Mr. Nitesh, that you have to come down at a center and attend the lectures, because it's like, that's why, I mean, for the working people, we are giving you so much flexibility. Then only that lectures...
So, how are the lectures online? Like, you have faculties from professors, like from Wellington, taking online lectures, like how it is? Like CDs you get, or...
It will be like this. You'll be having a lecture from our faculty as well as the other faculties also. Okay. I mean, we have different faculties from, I mean, directors of other institutes as well. Okay. Yeah, especially for this program, we have taken care of.
Online. For online you're talking, right?
Online.
And this online are like how exactly? Like recorded lectures or CDs or what it is?
Yeah, it will be somewhere recorded lectures for you. Okay. Yes.
Recorded?
Yes, it will be recorded lectures for you. And for that other one...
Where do you have this recorded lectures? I get a CDs or something?
Yes, you will get a CD for this.
CD, okay.
Yes. And for that other one, that is the classroom lectures that you have to come down at a center. You can interact with the faculties on that part.
Okay. So you're telling it's a 2 years course? I get books or something, or I have to study on this lectures or something?
No. You will be getting the study material from our side.
What is the fees for the course?
Fees for the total program is 55,000.
55?
Yes.
Okay. Will I get some discount?
I mean, it's like on max, it will be go to 55. I mean, if you want to go for installment plan. Okay?
Yes. What is the exact fees?
It's 55,500. Okay? And if you want to pay in one go, it will be 50,500 only.
50,000, okay.
Yes.
All right.
And
this includes all the fees, like the lectures?
Yes. Everything is included in this.
Exam? How are the exams? I forgot about that.
Yeah, exam gonna be, I mean, you will be having 2 modes for that. I mean, it's like a breakup. I believe you are aware about that at the time of graduation also, that we have some midterms and then for the final examination. It's like 20%, 80%. Okay?
Sorry?
20% will be included for the midterms. That
No, I didn't get, like, exams. How are the exams? Like, I have to come to I have to go to Matunga for exam?
No, it's not like this. I'm just explaining you the breakup first for the examination, marks breakup. Fine?
Marks, okay.
Yes, that 20% that is for your assignment, and that 80%, that 80 marks out of 100, for that you have to give the online examination.
Online?
Yes, for that you have to come down at a EPIC center, and there you can give the examination.
Okay.
So whichever EPIC center is nearby to your location, I mean, like where you are residing, Mr. Nitin?
And is it like subjective pattern or what kind of?
No, it will be like objective, MCQs, 1 question, 4 options.
Sorry?
It's like objective. I mean that option.
Objective.
Yeah. It will be.
All right, fine, not an issue. I'll do one thing. I'll just send me the details on my email ID.
Sure.
That is.
I have your email ID. Yes.
You have my ID, right? Yeah, you drop me the details. I'll just compare with invoices and everything.
Sure. You can visit our offices so that it will be better for you to get the information properly, and then you can decide further, right?
Sure. Not nice speaking to you.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Hello, good afternoon. Is this Nehi? Good afternoon, yes.
Snehi, this is calling from Wellington Institute of Management. Okay, and this call is regarding an MBA course.
Okay, fine.
Okay, are you looking for any MBA course?
Yes, but I don't want to go for any full-time course. Is it a part-time or correspondence?
Yes, this is a proper distance learning course only for working professionals. Because I see you're working for the last 5 years and into marketing and sales, right?
Okay, yes.
Right, so you like to go for an MBA into marketing itself?
Yes, I want to do in that only.
Great. Yours is,
yes.
Tell me.
Hello?
Yeah, I said you have 5 years into marketing and sales itself or something else also?
Yes, in the marketing only I have 5 years of work experience.
Okay, great. I hope you must have heard about Wellington Institute. It's number 1 in Mumbai for distance education.
Yes, I have heard that.
And this is a proper DEC approved course. Okay, that is Distance Education Council. And this will be divided into 2 semesters. Okay. Where first year will be grooming you on your general subject, because see, once you're going to become a manager, because see, today you're at 5 years only handling your own sales or some bit of team, but then tomorrow once you go up the ladder, you have to handle much more than just your sales or your team. You'll have to handle team under you, understand the finances of the company and everything once you grow up the ladder with this MBA degree. So we'll be teaching you subjects like business communication, IT, marketing, finance and everything. So this will be a core subject in the first semester. There will be total 12 subjects.
Okay, so it's only, what's the total duration of the course?
It's a 2 years course.
2 years, but you said that it will be having only 2 semesters, right?
Right, only total 4 semesters in 2 years.
Okay, 4 semesters in the 2 years.
Right, and second semester will be totally into marketing, where we'll be teaching right from your advertising to sales promotion, market research, CRM, marketing finance, service marketing, and then there will be a project in the second semester for 200 marks.
Okay. So for the specialization, I'll be studying in second year only, or first year will be the common subjects?
Yeah, first year common and second year specialization subjects.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
And how the examination gonna be?
Great. See, there will be 2 type of exam. One which will be a home-based exam, and one will be aptech center-based exam. So in one semester there will be 2 exams, 50-50 marks each. Okay, and one which is a home-based exam will have 20% weightage, and the one in the aptech center will have 80% weightage. Okay, and the combination you have to have 50%.
Okay, home-based, I mean like projects, something like this, I mean assignments?
No, that means not just a project in the second semester.
Okay, I mean that that is home-based exam. I was just asking that is it what kind of that will be?
It's a normal exam only, online exam, but that is just because that's just a normal thing, so that we can get you along. Because see, generally what happens as a working professional, 90% people don't have time. And if you have exams after 6 months or 1 year, then people actually don't tend to learn things. So that's what happens is we give you basically 3 months at home. So, at least you start studying. So once you start studying, you're on the neck of it, and then, when the 6 months you'll have the main exam, you're ready for the exams.
Okay, fine, that's great.
Okay, and the best part over here is we'll be also giving you lectures twice a week, 7 to 9:30.
Okay, I mean twice a week.
Yes, twice a week, and the best part, you can also interact with the faculty if you have any questions or query also.
Okay, Okay, for every subject it's gonna be like this?
Yes. No, for the first semester you'll be having, for the general subject.
Okay.
But that will cover all the queries and all the doubts for it.
Okay, for the specialization one, I don't know.
You don't need, because you already specialization knowledge, so you already have it with you, right? But still, what we do is we give you audio video CDs. So we'll be giving you physical books. Okay. Along with the physical books, for each and every chapter, we'll be giving you audio video CDs. So whatever query or doubt you have now, you'll get it sorted out.
But I want for the second semester specialization one as well, I want that interactive sessions to be, so that will be
easier. We don't have interactive. For that, we have special physical lecture. Okay. It's kind of before exams, we'll be having 2 sessions, at Wellington Institute itself. Podar next to Wellington, where basically the professor will be interacting with you. Any questions, any query, we'll sort it out, but that will cost you 400 rupees extra for that if you want, per subject. If you take it that
way. Per subject or per session?
Per subject, per semester. So total, it will take 1800 rupees for lectures if you want. Okay. Apart from that, here we will be giving you also experiential learning. Okay. Here we have a program called as experiential learning. Okay. Now, you see, this whole world is about practicality, right? Okay, so just studying book, giving exams will not make much of a difference to such, what you learned in an MBA. So to give a practical exposure, we have a one-day session. Okay, where basically, it's like kind of a practical game. Like you'll be making you a leader, giving you 3-4 people under you, making play games. So you understand what is actually practically leadership, how do you handle people and go all the things about.
Yeah, that's great. Yes. So what is the frequency of the session?
This will be once in 2 years. And if you want an advanced session, okay, where, a lot of things are there, you are taken out, then that is chargeable. But this is just a normal session that happens for each and every student free of cost.
Okay, fine. And how the degree are you gonna get? Is that
it will be a proper PGDBA, that's post-graduation diploma in business administration. Okay, and it is recognized by DEC and everything. Okay, and apart from... Tell me.
Yeah, but I have heard that that there is very less value of PGDB and all in the market, because everywhere I go, they ask for the masters only, that you should have the masters.
No, see, it's nothing like that. I'll tell you what, IIM Ahmedabad, right?
Yeah.
Okay. See, at the end of the day, when you even go to IIM Ahmedabad, basically you're not going to get an MBA. It's called as PGDBA. Okay.
Yeah.
It's nothing like having a PGDBA doesn't value. It's like when you are approved course, you have to follow the government norms. Okay. So a PGDBA is an MBA. Even if have you gone to Noxy.com or this thing to apply for jobs?
No, I'm not against that.
Yes. Even if you go over there now, once you will find, it's written over there MBA/PGDBA. So that is the same course. It's only if you are recognized. If there's something which is not recognized, they'll offer you a MBA. Okay.
Yeah, but somewhere if I'll go to my HR or somewhere, they just ask that if you're done with master's, they prefer.
No, I'll tell you what. They know if it is an approved degree and this is there, okay, they will not going to ask you for master because they know it's an MBA. Okay. PG means post-graduation. That means MBA. Okay, so it's a proper MBA degree itself.
Yeah, that will be great. Yeah, on that part only I have this concern that it's about the PGDB and MBA.
Frankly telling you, once you say you have done MBA from Wellinkers, you don't have to take all the question like it's a PGDB or a master. They know the value of, the program that you're going to do it from our institute. Okay, so at the end of the day, they also know, because the Wellinkers is number one in research learning. To be number one, you have to provide better education in Mumbai. You have to give that factor.
Yes.
So that's the reason. And see, today you are done your graduation. How many people ask you what your graduation, where you have done? It's all on your quality, right? The same way, nobody going to ask you PGDB or MBA. They're going to ask you about you, the quality of education that you provide. And Wellinkers was the best quality education over here.
Okay. So, for sure it's not going to create any hindrance for me.
If you check over it, we have already, assisted more people in India itself on the basis of the same PGDBA. Okay, and we have more than 15,000 students doing this MBA from our institute. Okay.
That's great.
They will not be doing it, right?
Okay, yeah, sure. And what will be the fees of this?
See, basically the fees is here total 50,000 rupees if you pay one shot. And if you want, you can pay installment, where initially you can pay 27,500 this year and 27,500 next year. Or if you can pay initially 17,000 and then 8,000 for 2 PDCs, 3 months each. This year and next year.
3 months gap.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
So what I've emailed all the details. You can check it out.
Sure. Just do me that. Yeah, I'll just take it and then we'll get back to you.
Fair enough. Not a problem. Anything else you want me to assist you on?
Pardon?
Anything else you want me to assist you on?
Yeah, I'll just check it out the mail and then I'll come back to you.
Fair enough. I'll just SMS you my mobile number. So any query, any doubts, you can call me back. Okay?
Sure.
Thank you
so much.
Welcome. Have a nice day. Bye.
Hi Viral, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you, Mayank?
I'm fine, dude.
You checked the mail I had forwarded to you?
A little bit of the thing, yeah, because that's what I said, keeping of the busy schedule and all the things.
I know you're working in TCS, nice company to work with, no?
Exactly, so that's why I was not finding good time, so I thought keep being Saturday.
But you have Saturday off, no? You have Saturday
off.
That's
why I came today for the meeting, being Saturday off, yeah.
So could you even check the website or something which I forwarded to you?
It is from Wellington.
Right.
And it has basically a 2 years course.
Yes, I'll give it to you brief. You will have water, tea, coffee, anything?
Nothing.
Sure, it's hot outside.
No, it's fine.
Sure, no?
Yeah.
See, I'll just give you a background first, but I need to understand what is your qualification. Just if you could brief me once again.
See, basically, after my 12th, I did my engineering in mechanical.
Okay.
That's a 4 years course from my institute. Then I did a 1 year diploma in management because I joined a technical sales.
So,
but again,
just to enhance your TCS
exactly
thing.
because I'm into technical sales with TCS.
Okay.
being a mechanical engineer to support the other functions in logistic and inventory area.
Okay.
But into hardcore technical sales to meet the clients and all things. So I thought ki diploma in this kind of management.
Because if you have that knowledge,
exactly.
Because if you have the technical knowledge, you can sell better. If you have that knowledge.
That's the thing. But now I find I'm getting restricted myself. I'm not able to explore more.
Okay.
Because again, being a diploma, it is considered as a graduate only.
True,
it is
true,
not
true.
a master's degree or
that is true.
post-graduation.
And today most of the companies will ask you for a master's even if you're going for a promotion or something like that.
That's the same reason
So how many total years experience you carry?
Total now 6 years.
Into total technical
Overall,
sales itself?
Hardcore. Firstly I was with IBM and then I switched to TCS. So 2 years with IBM, 4 years for TCS.
So now you want to continue with sales itself?
I'm fine with it, yes.
That's great. Okay, and great. See, this course we offer is from Wellington Institute of Management. This is properly AICT.
Yeah,
and
it is the same institute at Matunga, if I'm not wrong.
What happened? Yes, this is the same. This is the same Matunga Institute.
Achha.
We are just because you stay, I know, at Daisar. So again from Daisar to again go to Matunga and then come back, it's difficult.
That's what when I talked to you, Viral, you said you can come down to my this Goregaon.
True.
I was like, but Wellington is not in Goregaon. I asked you first.
Yes. See, it's like we are their branches only because see, it's difficult. Like you said today, working professional difficult. You could not even turn up on Saturday and you turned up like so late. That's the reason we have opened this offices. So even whenever you are everything, we are Wellington only. Everything will be from Wellington. It's just that we are supporting them for the admissions.
Fair enough. Please go on.
Okay, and this is, as you know, this is #1 institute in Mumbai, and it's a properly DEC and AICT approved institute. Okay, and now see, this program will be structured in 2 years.
Telling Viral, I'm not looking for a course which is very hectic to me, which I cannot do. Because my working hours Monday to Friday is from 9 to 10 p.m. sometimes 11 p.m. Because being into technical sales, we don't know when the consignment is planning to come, how to deal with the clients at that moment of time. So I cannot commit to daily studies first and foremost. I'm very clear with the.
See, I'll also be clear. Don't worry. See, you are having Saturday, Sunday free. I don't even have Saturday free. It's Monday to Saturday job.
Exactly.
So even I know that I only get 1 or 2 hours in a day. That's also for myself. And Sunday is a time where you have to relax, family, friends, and everything.
It is manageable.
That's why we also understand you're a working professional, so you're not going to get time. That's why the reason we prepared this program. So without affecting your work, without affecting your own time, your personal life, you can do this MBA.
It is something into you mentioned in your mailer,
right?
Flexible lectures and all the things.
Everything. I'll give a brief. Don't worry. See here now, this will be divided into total 4 semesters.
Okay.
That will be 2 semesters in your first year, and second year will be your second semester.
So as soon as I start, I need to start with the
first semester. Perfect. Now this will start in the month of April.
So any entrance exam period for this?
No. See, you don't have time to study how if you keep an entrance exam, it doesn't make sense.
How we can plan for entrance for this?
No. It's basically on your accreditation, whatever your qualification is there, and your experience. Because you have experience, so that's why you are experienced.
In bachelor's, I have 67% experience.
And you also have experience, so that does not require because the experience considers everything. Okay. So your first semester will have total 6 subjects, and second semester 6 subjects. Total you will have 12 subjects.
Okay.
Now here it will be divided like you will be having 4 exams in a year. That will be 2 exams each semester.
Just a sec. Means I will be having 4 exams per semester.
2 exams per sem.
Okay. 6 months.
6 months. Okay, in 6 months there will be 2 exams. Now that will be 3 months you will have 1 exam. Every 3 months there will be one exam. One will be home based and one will be aptextric. Yes. Midterm and end.
Yes. 20 marks and 80 marks.
80 marks. Yes. It will be marks will be 50-50 only. But one will have 20% weightage, another will have 80% weightage. So it will be calculated
out of 50 which I score will convert it from
20%. Yes, and that out of the other 100 it will be 80%. And in the midway you'll have to have 50% as passing.
Okay.
That I'll give you a total brief. Don't worry. And that will be there. So one will be home based. The 20% mark. Why it's less special? Because it will be home based exam.
Before going ahead, Viral, one thing which my HR asked. Is it UGC recognized? Because mostly Indian companies,
See, Wellington is UGC recognized. Whenever you talk about the course has to be, because this is a distance learning course, and as per the government of India, because this is approved by HRD ministry and it's a proper university, Bombay course.
Is it acceptable all across the distance course?
Wellington is #1 institute in India. How can it be #1 when it's not acceptable, na?
But in corporates, is there?
Yes, why not? Of course.
I agree. It is one of the best. I also tried for that Mumbai exams.
Okay.
But it cracked up.
You know that. See, that's the same. Everything is the same. Now, if you're saying Nokia, if it's going to be Nokia, is going to come up with some other product. That does not mean if one product is good, other will not be good. The same. The parent company is the same. Right, so they'll not do one product good and another product bad. Okay, now they have come up, so they are different products with different approvals. Now, if you're having a full time, you require UGC. Now, you will ask a full time DEC approval, it's not required, so it will not have DEC approval. Okay. Same with distance learning requires DEC approval, it does not require UGC. It's AICT and DEC, that's distant education.
Okay.
For full time, you require UGC. For distance learning, you require DEC approval. So it's a proper DEC approved.
It is accepted in TCS.
Yes. Of course, we have candidates from TCS also doing the course.
Achha.
If you want, I can give the name and number as well. We have more than 200 candidates from TCS doing this and passed from TCS. Not only in Mumbai, I'm talking about. We have all across the India. And TCS has offices in Singapore and globally also. So we also have people really from there doing it.
It's really great, because I was not aware for such of these things. And one more thing which I was in my mind, you explained it's a
PGDBA.
But it is not MBA what? Because see, some of my friends say it is not MBA.
Right.
Some says it is equivalent to, but I'm really very confused.
See what happens as per government norm, whenever you're offering any course which is DEC approved by government, then you cannot, because MBA is offered for full time.
Okay.
Whenever you do any distance learning, it will be post graduation diploma. Then if you say offering full time and distance learning at same way, it will, what's the difference? Okay, so that's why it's called PGDB. It's an MBA only. Now even you go to IIMS, okay. You know IIMS, right? Even when IIMS you pass it, you get PG certificate. PGP. So that is also post graduation. That does not mean it's not an MBA, so it will not be valid, right?
Suppose if there is an opening regarding MBA and PGDB, I am a PG. Can I apply to that?
You see, have you gone to Naukri?
Yeah, they mentioned.
If you go to Naukri, they'll be having options MBA, PGDBA. MMS, so there are different options. This all are part of MBAs.
Then why other institutes are offering MBA?
See, now there are different norms. Now see, when you do any MBA from Mumbai, okay, you will not ever get any MBA degree. You will get MMS.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a Mumbai University norm. Okay. You go to any other university, you get MBA. So that's another university norm.
Okay.
Norm of Bombay, government of India is if you are doing a distance learning which is approved in India, it has to be PGDBA.
Achha, and what is PGDM? Because I saw one figure also from which education I don't know. They said 2 years PGDM.
That's post and diploma in management. This is PGDBM. It's same. It's diploma into business admin. That's specialization. You're taking PGDM into PGDM into marketing.
But this is equivalent to.
Yeah. That's more.
Right?
Of course, this
is
a
postgraduate person after doing.
Right. 100%.
Being in distance also.
Yes. 100%. Okay. See, and first year will be
these subjects as you are briefing me about. They'll be having two exams every subject.
Yes.
First, as you said, midterm something.
And end term.
And
then again midterm, end term.
Okay. So first semester is of 6 months.
6 months, two exams. Second 6 months. Okay. Now this will be a second year. Since you want to choose in marketing, again you will have 6 subjects in your third year. Same way, 50-50 marks, 80%. And then next semester will have only 4 subjects. That will be 100 marks each. Okay, and one project for 200 marks. That's a physical project you need to submit at the end of the semester.
This will be my specialization.
Yes, specialization.
Earlier one
general
year
subjects.
I am investing into general subjects.
Yes, and this will be specialization.
So can I directly not jump to
No,
this?
see, it's an MBA, na? You're doing an MBA means master. You have to be a master of all, right?
But I done as you brief 1 year diploma in management from Sri
See, that is different. See, now you have done is technical thing. Okay, now this is more into the management skill, because tomorrow once you go up the ladder, okay, when you're today you're going to be a marketing, you're not going to do sales for your life, right? Tomorrow you'll enhance yourself. Even if you're doing sales side now, you'll have people under you. Tomorrow you'll be a manager. So you have to know the HR policies, how to handle people, how to get them up the ladder. Okay, also you'll have to handle the finances of the company, how to do promotion for your products and everything. Okay, a bit of IT, sending reports and everything. So that's why an MBA teaches each and everything. After the business, because tomorrow when you go up the ladder, the company will expect you to know much more than the sales. They want people with all the knowledge.
Achha, tell me one thing, how the lectures will be, because these are the subject I am fine with it.
Everything. Don't everything I'll give it to you from my side. Okay, this will be the lectures. Achha. Okay, this will be twice in a week. That will be evening 7 to 9:30. Okay, so 7 to 9 will be kind of lectures, and then if you have any queries, you can interact.
How will complete the syllabus?
It's 2.5 hours per day, na? So 5 hours in a day, 5 hours in a week. That's more than enough.
7:30 to 9:30. 7 to 9:30.
7 to 9:30, and also what happens?
It's a live lecture.
No, 7 to 9 will be the lecture, and then if you have any queries, we have a facility where you can ask the faculty the question also.
What time we can ask?
9 to 9:30.
Achha, 7 to 9 is recorded lectures.
Yes. And after that, if you have any queries, you can ask the questions.
Achha.
Okay, so don't worry. Apart from that also, and this will be for the first semester. Okay, apart from that, if you by any chance, I understand, see, working professional, never sure if Monday or Tuesday going to be free.
Exactly.
Okay, so what happens, we'll be giving you also the audio video CDs. With all the lectures, we'll be also giving you physical books. Okay. It's not distance learning, so we'll not be giving you books, we'll be giving physical books also. So we'll be getting that also. With each and every physical books, we'll be getting audio video CDs. So all lectures for each and every chapter will also be given.
I need to consider the books, I need to consider the lectures.
Yes, and CDs.
Do you think it is possible for me with this kind
See,
of
frankly telling also, 90% people will not even read the audio video CDs, 90% people will not even open the CDs, not even the lectures. Frankly telling you, we will be supporting you with, like modular questions, like MCQs are there behind the chapters also, and we will also give you a few important questions. You read that before the exams, it will be enough.
Sure.
100%, don't worry.
Pakka, na?
Yes. See, I'll tell you what, you are working professional. See, I understand you are a working professional.
Because the only concern is time. If I'm
not even, I'll tell you what, it's not about the money today, it's about the time. Because see, if you're going to do MBA once, you're not going to do it twice.
Exactly.
And also we understand, see, today it's not like if we're going to make you fail, you will not going to recommend somebody else or institute. You'll also say, I failed, I'm not going to complete. You complete, you get a degree in hand, you get a promotion, then you'll recommend your friends. That's how we work.
Exactly.
Okay, so we'll give you the best service. We'll make sure you complete your MBA in the given time, and 2 years you get a degree because you're investing time, so that has to be paid for you. Okay. Apart from that, we also have a facility which is called personal contact program that happens in Wellinkers.
What is this?
That is 1 month prior to our exams, each and every exam, where there's a kind of doubt solving session. So a lot of people don't feel comfortable, basically on online or something. So 1 week, 1 month prior to exam, it will be just 1 or 2 day kind of a personal contact program, costing you 300 rupees per subject, whichever subject you want to take. If you only want to take one subject, if you want to take all the subjects.
300 per subject?
Per subject for, it will be just 1 or 2 days session for the doubt solving.
All the doubts which I have.
All the doubts. So you will have to go there.
I need to go.
Yes, and there will be faculty will be interacting with you and solving the doubts and queries.
Okay. Just one thing to share. I have one backlog also in engineering thing, which I have cleared later on. So is it any problem?
No, backlog will not be. But you have a proper graduation.
I have cleared. I have the degree with me, but there is, as you know, engineering completes in 4 years. So I have engineering completed in my 4.5 years.
That will not be a problem. Don't worry.
6 months time is there.
Yeah, that will not be a problem. Don't worry for that.
Sure, no?
Sure, 100%. Apart from that, you'll be getting e-learning tool. See, because a lot of times it happens that as you said, you don't have time. So full book you might not be able to read. CDs you might not be able to go. So we give you PPTs.
Okay.
That are short form of the chapters. So all the summary will be given to you. So even if you don't read the books, just read the summary. That will also be enough. Okay. So total chapter of 3-4 pages given into 1 page.
After doing this PGDBA, am I valid for international level jobs as well?
Yes, why not? We have people from even UK, USA, Canada doing it.
US people know Wellinkers?
Yes, why not? We have a Wellinkers we have an office also over there in Oberoi. Yes.
I think in Mumbai, or you can say in Maharashtra.
See, Mumbai we have, Bangalore we have.
Because I have been to Delhi for also 1 year for work,
sure.
But there only IGNU or something kind is there.
See, now all that depends. If you talk about, if you are saying the same way, you can go and check on the website. I'll forward you a few links where Wellinkers distance learning course itself. Now, I'm not even talking full time. Full time is a number 1 as such. But even distance learning is ranked among top 5 in all across India. Okay, so if it is ranked top 5 in India, definitely it has to be a good course all across India. Then only it will be ranked top 5, right? If it's only in Mumbai, it's definitely going to be only ranking. See, it's already ranking first in Mumbai, first and second by whatever different magazines and different companies. To be recognized and top 5 in India, it has to be valid in all across India. Then only it will be able to give it to you. Okay, apart from that, there will be an expansion learning because see, now it's all about the practical world. Today you are a practical person, so learning theory, books, CDs is okay now. But then you need to have a practical thing. This will basically be a 1-day workshop, where you will be doing something practical like learning a teamwork. Because see, now today if I make a team of 5 people and then you give a task to you, then you will get to know what is leadership, how practically things work, and then the faculty will be there guide you and supervise you and give you those findings on it, how you need to improve on your skills like teamwork, on your communication skills. So there will be a 1-day practical session over there. Just normal. There's also one more level, but that will be charged extra if you want also.
Suppose if I flunk in any of the exams, so within 2 years if I'm not able to complete, so how the things are?
See, frankly telling you, 99.9% doesn't happen. So take out of your mind that you're going to fail or you're going to not appear. As I said, we understand you're a working professional.
I forgot to appear, then how?
See, rare are the rare chance you might forget, then you can give a re-examination by paying 500 rupees.
You can give a re-examination.
We can get it within 2 months.
Within 2 months?
Yes. You will be giving a re-examination by paying 500 rupees per paper.
Okay. You were briefing something about the DVDs, right? Ki I'll be getting that.
See, CDs you will be getting everything. As you were saying about failing. See, you said today that regarding failing. So don't worry about failing. You're not going to fail because we will be supporting each and everything. And the paper are very simple. See, we understand. We are not like other institute that will make you fail and then give a re-exam. That doesn't make sense. Okay, you 99.9%. If you're going to even study the question that are given to you, you will pass. Okay, regarding, I think you were asking me also one more point is, how fast can you give the exams? It will be within 2 months itself, your re-examinations, by paying 500 rupees per paper.
Okay. When we talk about government service sector papers where they require posters, will they be accepted here?
Yeah, we have people.
Again, it's from the institute. They mostly ask if you can see the option which university, or otherwise we need to take on others. If you're aware of the option. So how I'll be dealing with that?
See, when I'll 90%, I'll tell you one thing. When you say Wellinkers in Mumbai, you are from Mumbai. When you say Wellinkers, 90%, nobody going to ask you a question because they know what quality we provide, what kind of education we provide, what kind of background we have. Okay, so as soon as you say I'm from Wellinkers, definitely they are not going to ask you n number of questions. Yes, it's then going to be more on how interview you give. Okay, because already they are aware about Wellinkers is being Wellinkar for last 60-70 years in Mumbai. They know the background, what kind of education we give, so don't worry for that. Okay, and also regarding the placement, so don't worry, we also give our own placement support. Okay, so we also have our own placement team where we'll be giving you, kind of openings from our side, which whenever you feel you can contact the HR and you can take up the placement also. Okay, and apart from that, the course fees as I said will be 50,000 rupees. Okay, where you can pay in installments also by paying 27,000 in 2 year basis. And there are different installment. I think I had emailed you. If you can check now, there will be proper installment system which is also given over there. So a few of the testimonials of students, have already cleared from our institute. Just few because we have more than 10,000 students already done from our institute. Apart from that, there will be 2 certificates that will be getting. This is the completion of first year advanced diploma in business admin after completion of first year. Whatever, it's proper written, DC approved and everything. And this will be second year. Post-graduation diploma in whatever. Marketing management, so it will be good PGD, MM.
So, but it is accepted for working people,
yes,
right?
yes. It's properly UCAS approved, AICT approved, HRD Ministry of India approved. If you check, it's a proper National Board of Accreditation approved, AICT, Mumbai University, HRD or DEC approved. So don't worry, it's a proper institute. When you say Wellinkar, you will not face any issues.
Okay, and how many installment plans we have?
We have 3 installment plans. One is paying 50,000 or then paying on yearly basis, or you have quarterly basis option also.
One very basic question, Viral, what will be the actual value add on my profile after doing this course? What are the areas which will be open, or what are the areas I can explore more after doing this kind of a course?
See, frankly telling you, if you talk about areas, because you're into sales right now. After doing MBA, see here we teach you, if you take the subjects also over here. See, we're going to teach you subjects like e-commerce, marketing, finance, distribution management, advertising, okay, service marketing, consumer centric, internet marketing. So tomorrow, from sales, you can move over to marketing also. Where, because see, today after being in sales of so many years, you understand the customers, what they want, why they require, how they require. So once you are done with this, you get all the knowledge. So then you can move up to marketing, where you can design the product, okay, where you can advertise. Okay, so that will be more on the higher profile. Okay, so there are a lot of multiple advertising is there, promotions is there, branding is there. Because see, once you have understood market for 7 years in sales, you understood what customer wants, what is his needs, what will be the pricing of the product, okay, what will be, what the consumer is going to be looking for in a product. So all that things you are aware. So you can do multiple fields, and here see we teach more on the practicality. So even the books and everything, they are garnered more on the practical knowledge. Okay, like what you like today, if you are a working professional, you're going to prepare a book. So right, what is more of practicality you are facing in your work. Same way, these books are prepared.
Okay, and being an autonomous student doesn't affect any degree way in any
no,
only
no.
the brand is there.
Yes.
Okay.
So check it with the mail. I will email you all the details.
Sure.
Anything else,
So much,
just let me know.
Really a nice talking.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye.